It's fixed. Oh, well, maybe not. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. And about 10 hours ago, we got a tweet over on X or Twitter, whatever you still call it. And apparently, the issue with the transfers and uploading issues was fixed, but it looks like that's not the case, which is so frustrating. I kind of feel bad for Wildcard. I know so many of you guys are going to get angry with me for saying that I feel bad for them, but it's just because it must be hectic. Whatever's going on over there must be just, I don't even know. It's been like a week now of this major issue, and I'm just going to explain to you guys what's going on. We got a community crunch coming tonight, and let's hope for some better news. If you do enjoy today's video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and let's get in with this. So as I said, they posted on, so I went to sleep, I woke up and I saw a tweet, and it said, the intermittent server transfer and upload issues have now been resolved. And literally when I opened my eyes, I celebrated. I was like, finally, it's been fixed. And they said, after applying the latest fix, we monitored the network for 24 hours to ensure stability and are now confident the issue is fully addressed. Thank you for your patience while we work through this, survivors. Now, what was really weird is I went over to the official ARK Discord to grab the information and everything that's been said there, and nothing had been said. So I was like, that's strange. So I went back over to Twitter to be like, wait, what's going on? Has this actually been fixed or not? And then anyway, there's been tons and tons and tons of people that said they've lost their character, still missing their character, and unfortunately, even from the further on messages, there's been more and more people saying it's worse than before, it's broken, and this is kind of why, I mean, an hour ago I have an issue, I uploaded my character and it froze, I have a character and I can't download. It's just such a mess at the moment, and it is just so sad because as soon as I said, I was super happy. I was getting ready to tell everyone over on the LoadedCrysis cluster they can like start transferring again. It's just before the weekend, and unfortunately it's still looking like if you do transfer, it's causing issues. Now, I have seen a lot of people saying they've been able to transfer without issues. Now, that isn't the problem. The issue is it's a risk. It's a massive risk. If you want to take the risk to do it, that's completely down to you. But the fact is, right now, it's seriously being so unstable that if you do that, you will lose your character. There's a very big risk that you will lose your character or any uploads, and that will mean you then need to submit a ticket to Studio Wildcard. If you do it over an ARK cluster, obviously, you know, we've told everyone no transfers, nothing like that, because there's still a serious risk with it at the moment if you do transfer. But if you're doing this on official, you then need to make a ticket with the character restoration ticket, and you will probably be in a queue for, I don't even want to know right now how long that queue is to wait for your ticket to be able to get your character back. And and by the way, it's not even a guarantee as well. Wildcard can't even guarantee that you will have your character back. It's like case by case basis. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that when I saw this information that maybe they're close, because they said that they literally monitored the network for 24 hours and to ensure stability, and are now confident it's fully addressed, but now it's happening again. I don't know. I'm literally feeling stuck at this moment in time, and it's feeling very stressful because I was hoping you guys were going to be able to get into some, you know, just get back to normal. It does make you wonder what happened to cause a week-long issue. And I have had a lot of people saying, Dom, what are you on about one week issue? This has been going on for ages. There's been issues, yeah, there's always transfer issues with the game, but it comes down to, but then it depends when they're stable and when they're not stable. And when they are stable, you can normally just, you know, transfer to map and stuff like that as normal. But right now, it's unstable, and that's when you do not want to risk it, because it's a very big chance that you could lose so much of your hard work, and it's truly sad to see this. I also wanted to come back over to this page again because I just thought, do you know what? We need to be honest with our release dates right now for the game. Now, there are different teams that work on different bits within the world of ARK. Like, not, you know, the server-side team don't work on DLC creations or anything like that. So those teams will still be working on the other content. But with an issue this big, it does question, have they got more team members and on board to help get this fixed, because it's a serious issue. And it does really question now, how on time is everything going to be this year in 2026? I've already talked about how 2026 has been, I've said it in the last couple of videos now, it's been such a successful year for ARK Survival Ascended in the player count, but it's been the most destructive year in performance. And when I'm talking about server performance, it's been really, really poor, the amount of issues that have been going on. But when I look at what is happening right now, and we're now at a serious push, the Unreal Engine 5.7 update, we're all sort of thinking, is this happening April 27th right now? Because we've been told that's when the major update's coming. But is this issue going to push that back? Potentially, because right now we're kind of stuck thinking, is this fixed? Is it sorted today? Because we've been told it is on Twitter and X, and they've not posted anything else anywhere. It's been very quiet, which is making me think it isn't fixed. And then obviously then in May, we're meant to be getting the ASA World Creator, which is super exciting, but it just feels like it's all such a stretch. Like, if they manage to hit these dates, I will be the most shocked ARK player. I will be the most shocked survivor I've ever been in being in the ARK community. Like, April 27th, if that is, we haven't even got confirmation. We're hoping to find confirmation tonight that that's Unreal Engine 5.7. Then going straight into ASA World Creator, which is another like major update, and then Genesis Part 1 happening in June. I don't know, can Studio Wildcard pull this off? And I don't know if anyone is really has the faith that they can do that or not. I really hope they do, but again, for me, the performance is the most important thing. I don't care really if they had to delay. I want Genesis to be on time, but I want the game performing better. So if they needed more time to get server issues sorted and work on Unreal Engine 5.7 to get that out, and if it's truly going to be the, what did they say it was going to do, Unreal Engine? They said it's going to push that further with an additional 30 to 40% performance gain across all platforms. And if that is going to be the case, we want this. What have we been saying since the start of January? We've been saying this is as close to a magic bullet as performance work gets, a rare case, which is an unalloyed win. That is the type of information that ARK players need right now, because we're also removing the Easter event over on the cluster today. I know it's been extended till the 21st, but I've been reading lots from official players. If you are an official and you're watching this right now, let me know. Apparently performance has been really bad there with the excellent adventure, and events can cause that sometimes. So we have decided that we are going to be taking it down today. People have had a few extra days to enjoy the event, but it's made the kind of lag and the performance pretty bad, and that happens sometimes with events depending on how big they are. It's like you add the event, and after, this is why they couldn't do an event for so long, because they've even mentioned this is why they don't do ×3, ×4 anymore, because it puts so much strain on the servers. So having an event running with all of the extra stuff as just a mod for 2 weeks, after 2 weeks you've put so much extra strain on your server, and then that's why they tend to do it no longer than that. And they have extended it, but actually that's caused more issues in the long term of things, because it's caused more lag and ping issues for people on official. So it's like, oh, this is just such a nasty point to be in right now, because we just want to be able to play ARK. But I always find that we're playing at a really good point, and everyone's enjoying it. Smooth performance, it's great. And, I don't know what it is. It's like a new patch comes out, and sometimes it's not even the biggest patch ever, and it just seems to cause issues. And I don't like to complain. I have got a bit complainy. I feel like I've gone back to a couple of years ago when I was just complaining about everything at the start of ARK Survival Ascended, because it was a mess back then. But it's because we had such a nice bit of performance for a couple of weeks, and then everything has just come crashing down this week, and it's not been nice. But anyway, guys, all I can really do is keep you up to date on if this gets fixed today. We got the community crunch tonight. Let's just have our fingers crossed all together, and I really hope to anyone that's lost their characters, you do end up getting them back, because I think that is the major thing, right? The key factor. Snail Games always talk about in their marketing and whatever how much time an ARK player spends on the game, and it is true. Every ARK player spends countless amounts of hours of time, and when they lose a character that they, you know, people have, the game's so in depth now that people spend so much time on one small factor of the game. When that's taken away from a character loss issue, that is one of the most heartbreaking issues ever. And especially if Wildcard turn around and tell someone, unfortunately, we can't get your character back, it's not nice. So anyway, that's why over in the cluster we rebuild an entire new character for a player when they get that issue. We try and make it as best of a possible scenario. You get back into your tribes and everything, because I couldn't imagine the feeling, to be honest, of losing your character and having to grind from the start. We've all done it many times. I've lost a character in the past. It's not nice, but anyway, that is the rest of my kind of half rant, half kind of still feeling bad for Wildcard. Again, I know it's just because I can imagine it must be they must be just testing constant fixes, trying to, and yes, I know it's not nice, but again, I hope that they have found something, because this must be one of the nastiest weeks for them working when an issue like this arises. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.